Will acetone hurt your coins? Can you clean your coins with acetone? I've heard this question many, many times. Well, we're going to demonstrate using acetone on silver and copper coins, and we're going to see what the results are. Now, before we get started, this video is not telling you how to do it. I'm showing you how I'm doing it. And I'm not talking in the comments about other methods of cleaning. You can ask, but I won't answer. It's just not important to this video. I don't give instructional videos on how to clean your coins, okay? If you use this method, that's up to you. You want to use it on a coin that is not valuable to you, just to test, that's up to you. But I'm going to show you what I do. Every time I do one of these videos, people are asking, and I just don't give instructional videos on how to do it yourself. That's not what my videos are for. Now, I know a lot of people think, well, that's not fair. You know how to do it, and you can't share it with anyone else. It's not that I'm not sharing it with anybody else. I'm showing you how to do it. I'm just saying I'm not trying to show you how to do it to your coins. You see what I mean? I'm doing it to mine, and I don't want to be responsible for anybody damaging their coins, watching this video and saying, look, that guy told me and showed me to do this. Said it wouldn't harm my coin. Now my $10,000 coin is ruined. I'm suing. It can happen. And I might win the whole battle, but it's going to cost me some money. I'm just not going to get into that. So anyways, let's get started on taking a look at what happens when you have something on a coin and you want to remove it with acetone. So what we have here are Lincoln cents, copper, which is very reactive to most things. Then we have some silver dollars. And first off, I want to show everyone, right here, 100%, 8 ounces, $2 at the dollar store. Really. I mean, nothing. Now, you want to do this in a ventilated place. It doesn't smell too bad to me, and I'm in an open area here. I use a Q-tip. That's the application method for me. I don't want it on my hands. You probably should wear gloves. Now, it evaporates quickly, so it's relatively harmless for the most part. You can do a Google search for acetone and look up the whole sheet on it and learn about it and see that it is flammable. You have to watch out for that. It can be an irritant, but what it does dissolve and what it doesn't dissolve, what it's used in, all that stuff. If you want to know that, you can go over there and take a look at it. But for me, I learned from a high school chemistry teacher and I had chemistry myself, that this will not harm a coin. If it looks like it harmed a coin, that coin was already cleaned. Okay, that's what you have to think about first. And we're going to talk about that too. So first, let's just go ahead and let's try this on a coin that has glue. Now, here I am. I'm a coin dealer. Everybody knows that. In my camera here, we get the focus on it. And I've got this coin that looks relatively nice, except there's something on it. And it's some type of glue, adhesive. It's been taped to something. You can see it in different areas on the coin. I want to sell this coin, but I would rather the coin not to be a problem coin. Now, the issue here is that there's a little bit of a glimmer underneath the gunk, meaning it's potentially already cleaned. Also, some of this adhesive can cause some PCV residue on the coin, so it can harm the coin. So no matter what I do to this coin, aside from cutting it in half or hitting it with a hammer or something crazy, I can't really do much to it to make it worse. So I make an executive decision on my coin to go ahead and try the acetone method to see what it does, see if it will help it, improve it, or remove this substance on the coin. Now remember, I don't have to rinse it or anything. Even though acetone is supposed to be water soluble, all you have to do is gently apply and see if you can remove any of this off the coin. Now it looks like so far, and as you're doing this, it's going to evaporate, so you'll have to do dips. It's doing something because you can see it on the Q-tip. Okay, let's try this large spot here and see if we can. I can tell that it's kind of dissolving. The problem with this is it might need to be picked off because I'm seeing some of the cotton sticking to it. So that might be an option. Kind of pick at it a little bit, get off the rough edges, and then maybe do another application. See if it'll come off. And it looks like it is removing it. And we'll go around the edges here. There's some more I can see in the creases. See, there's a piece right there that came off. So this is starting to work. It's just really thick. I'm going to show you here. The camera wants to focus on the background, and I think I've spoken about that before. So it's not easy sometimes doing this. Looks like I might have to put a little bit of extra on this because it's a larger area. But you know what the coin looked like before. So it looks like to me, just gently rubbing, and I'm not rubbing very hard. I mean, I'm rubbing hard enough. I'm putting a little bit of effort into it. But let's use a fresh side of the Q-tip for this, since this is just a really thick piece of glue on this coin. So we'll keep going with it. And like I said, I know it's kind of boring watching, but if it's working, then it's worth trying on the coin. So let me see here. Okay. I was able to pick the rest of that off there because it loosened it up. Now, like I said, I probably should have gloves on, but it evaporates so quick it'll leave a white film on your fingers and your hands. Now, here's the coin after the removal. Obviously, I would still consider it a clean coin, and I always sell them as cleaned. If someone wants to buy it, I don't do this to coins and then tell people, oh, it's not clean. I'll tell people that if I've dipped the coin or restored it, I don't want to mislead anyone in any way, shape, or form, because later on, someone can come along and say, yeah, that coin's been dipped, man. And he's like, oh, he didn't tell me, or he didn't say anything about that. Well, I'm not going to be like that. So when I do this in the videos, or even in my private time here at the shop, I'm going to tell people. So you can tell that it will definitely improve the coin. It will remove the unsightly glue. And I can keep going and remove the rest of it on the reverse, because if it removed all of this, then you know that it will take care of the rest of the coin. See, here's some right here, but I mean, just a little rub and it's gone. So I've improved that coin. I've restored that coin. The best I can, I restored it. Underneath though, like I said, when something is on a coin like glue, underneath that, it will tone differently, or I might take a little bit of that dirt off out of the creases. It's no different than using Elmer's glue in your fingers. If you have dirty hands and you pull off the Elmer's glue when it dries, everybody's done that in school, you'll see dirt on it and you'll see your hands are cleaner. That's just typical. Doesn't mean I ruined the coin or did something crazy, but I did definitely remove something. Now, here's an example of a coin that has already been cleaned in the past. And you can tell the difference in the luster. Now, they're not far apart in grade, although this one here is in the extra fine range, possibly AU. So the reverse looks okay, but the obverse, to me, I can see a little bit of it's iridescence underneath. You can see where it's probably been cleaned before. So I don't want to mess with it, because typically if you mess with a coin like this, you are definitely going to make it look like it's cleaned, even though it's already cleaned. You're going to remove whatever toning has retoned on it. So I wouldn't touch this coin. I don't know if you can see that really well. I'll try to a bit closer. I don't know if you can tell what I'm talking about. See if you can see what I'm saying here. It's just different. If you turn it over, it has a different look to it. And that's not uncommon, to see one side clean, the other side not. Sometimes they're in belt buckles and things like that. These coins have been through a lot of things. So now let's talk about copper coins, or bronze, or whatever. This is in an old vinyl type holder. Now, it was marked BU $17.50 in 1933D, and it does kind of look it, but it's really dark. Now, the only thing I can do with this coin is to remove that sticky PVC. There's not a whole lot I can do other than that, but you can see it on the coin. When I hold it in a certain light, you can see there's something on it. So it's a residue from a reaction with the plastic. Okay, so let's just take the acetone and put it on the coin here and see what happens. See, it evaporates really fast. It doesn't stay on the coin. Now, sometimes I would recommend wiping down a little bit. A lot of people think that you're harming the coin when you're using Q-tips. You can. You don't want to do this on proofs. Now, I have nothing on this Q-tip, so there wasn't any PVC residue, so I was incorrect. But there's toning on it. So here's the reverse of it. We'll try that, and have to dip it again because this does evaporate fast. So it looks like to me, you can see how fast it evaporates. You can rinse if you want to. You can see it did not do anything to that coin at all. Nothing. Did not harm it. Doesn't look much different. Maybe just a little better, tad. It's so dark it's hard to get it to focus in here, but bottom line is the coin's already kind of discolored. You know, cents typically should look like this. You know, and that's one of them you definitely wouldn't want to touch. And you're not going to remove any of this from no matter what you do. I mean, you can use Brasso. That's on the way there, and that's going to damage it and destroy it. But I have a couple other coins. These are clean. I would never use that on this. Typically, I just have used it on multiple cents now, and I've not had any problems. This coin's already cleaned. It's hard to see in the package, but yeah, it's already cleaned. I wouldn't mess with it. And here's another one has an old cleaning and it's retoned. Just coins like that, there's no reason to even mess with them. I already have a problem, and I wouldn't do it. So there you have it. You saw me put acetone on a copper coin with a Q-tip, and it didn't change anything. It might have just made it a little bit lighter as far as that's concerned, but it got rid of some of that surface. But it didn't show anything like PVC, which I thought was on the coin. I do have some other coins that have it on there. You'll get the green, it'll come off. You need to remove that. And like I said, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not saying this is how you should do it, but it's how I did it to my coin. And that releases me from any liabilities here, because I already know everybody that watches this video, I could have 10,000 people watch this video, and all it takes is one. That's all it takes. So thanks for watching my latest video. Hope you learned something. I mean, like I said, I use my coins as the guinea pigs for you. So hit the sub button and the bell to get all notifications. And above all, have a great day.